What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Active Reload Gaming YouTube channel, where today we're going to be doing a very special video of unboxing the Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater Collector's Edition for the PS5. The reason why we're doing this video is because this Monday, September 8th, at 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific, we are going to be reviewing Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater right on the podcast, along with reviewing Gears of War Reloaded, and going over a slew of topics such as, are remasters and remakes good for the industry? But in order to kind of kick off that podcast and the celebration of Metal Gear Solid coming out and the game coming back, I went ahead and got the collector's edition for PS5, and I want to unbox it for everyone right here. So let's get into the process. As you can see, on the front of the box, we have this nice cover art of Snake with the title Metal Gear Solid Delta Collector's Edition. You have the nice PS5 banner right here. On the sides, you have the nice Delta symbol along with part of the bandana floating in the view. And on the back, we got some nice art of the game itself, along with the M for Mature rating and what the Collector's Edition includes, along with a description of the Metal Gear Solid Delta remake. So, why don't we actually bust into this bad boy and see what this Collector's Edition is all about. So now that the tape has been peeled off, we are actually able to remove the slipcover of the box. And this is my first time actually seeing what is beyond the slipcover. So we have a nice view of the jungle that you start out in the game itself. More art of the jungle, some art of Snake himself with an assault rifle going through the river, and then obviously the infamous scene on the bridge where you meet the boss for the very first time. And if you know what that scene is, you know this is a very pivotal moment. So let's actually crack into the box itself. So opening up, we do have a foam insert right away, and we also have a hazard note for children because there are small toys in this. And right off the bat, we are dealt with some very pretty items. Mainly, this is the first one right here, which is this nice steelbook of Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater with art from Yoji Shinkawa. So, removing itself, you can see right here that the steelbook is in very nice condition. It has a super glossy feel to it, and you can see that actually my fingerprints are picking up on it. That's how glossy this thing is. Opening up the case itself, we see this nice artwork of the game. A nice Yoji Shinkawa art piece of Snake, along with some more beautiful art over here. Next up is the actual game itself. This is the PS5 copy, and this is the tactical edition that you get with the game. The tactical edition includes all the DLC sneaking outfits, along with some extra goodies. Next, we get some patches from the actual game itself. We get a Fox Hound logo, along with the Halo jumping patch from the beginning sequence of the game. Now, this is a very cool piece of collectible right here, which is the scientist badge that Snake has when he's infiltrating the one base during the game itself. Very nice piece. You get to see Snake's icon right here, along with a birthday and a lot of text in Russian. Unfortunately, I cannot read Russian, so I cannot translate that for you. Along with a nice lanyard to go along with the badge itself. Now, if we get into the actual part of the collector's edition, the part that everyone wanted, we should see the actual collectible figure right in here. So, when opening up the box itself, let me take this out very carefully. I believe that is it. So there was nothing else in the box, but here we have this enclosure that is completely sealed and foamed inside. So I'm going to work on getting this all opened up. We're going to see what this actually is. After getting all the tape off, we are first presented inside the case with some, you can see here, some moss and some, looks like tree branches. So we're going to take those out. So after removing the foam insert and removing the moss, we see that we have a full-on diorama here. And the other most important piece with the diorama is an actual figure of Solid Snake himself. This is a pretty... I know people have been complaining about the detail of Snake on this, but if you look at it closely, I don't think the detail is all that bad. Realistically, it does look like Snake, and I think it's going to fit the diorama very well. And the diorama is very well detailed and very well painted. You can see right here. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to assemble this thing. I'm going to add the moss, so we're going to see the final product. I do want to point out as I'm doing this, the moss is making quite a bit of a mess here. So my table's getting all bunch of grass on it, and this is a bit of a process to actually undergo. So, with that, the final piece is assembled. I did lay out the moss as best as I could in places that I thought made logical sense. But as you can see here, this is the full diorama itself. We have Snake calling Major Tom in the first opening area where you get the backpack of the game. I think this is a really nice piece. So, what do I think about this whole collector's edition in general? With the diorama, along with the tactical edition of the video game, the steelbook, the badge, and the patches themselves, overall, I think this is a pretty good collector's edition. Now, the asking price for this collector's edition was $200. I bought it myself, just because I'm a huge Metal Gear fan, and I really wanted to have this piece in my display shelf, which we're going to put in at the end of this video. But I think this is a great collector's edition for any Metal Gear fans out there. And I also just think that I'm super happy that Konami is bringing back Metal Gear in some capacity. The game is very true to what Metal Gear 3 used to be. It's very safe, and it's still a very amazing video game. So I'm very happy to be able to celebrate my Metal Gear fandom with this nice piece on my shelf. So let's get up and we're going to put it on the statue shelf. And I think the perfect place to put this is on the second part of the shelf right here. I think that's going to make for a very good piece in my collector's edition shelf that I have to commemorate all the games that I really love. And with that, I would like to conclude this video, and I would like to say thank you for watching this unboxing of the Metal Gear Solid Delta Collector's Edition right here on Active Reload Gaming. Remember to tune in this Monday, September 8th for the Father and Son Gaming Podcast, where we're going to give our thoughts and reviews of Metal Gear Solid Delta along with Gears of War Reloaded. We have the podcast every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific. We're really excited to do our very first reviews for two huge games that came out and two big remasters and remakes. So with that, make sure to follow all of our socials right here on YouTube. We are Active Reload Gaming. Twitch, we are Active Rel Gaming, that is with an R-E-L. Instagram and TikTok, we are Active Reload Gaming. And on X or Twitter, we are at Active Rel Gaming as well. Until then, I'd like to thank you all, and I'll see you guys next time.